All right. I don't think I've ever had a really good walk around video when I first bought this car. So here's a poor walk around video of after I got it disassembled. Yeah. These are all parts for that car. Now I got to try to remember how to put all this together. The car's been apart for 4 years. So that's no fun. I mean, a bunch of these parts I also don't need. Like the seat belts, don't need that right now. I didn't take this off. Upper radiator guards. Like some of this intercooler piping. The guy never had the intercooler installed. He had an aftermarket one for it. Like, I'm assuming that's, I don't know if that's for the radio or not, but he made this bracket to go over it. It's kind of busted up. So that, no. Windshield washer fluid container. He had, I think he stuck, the wiper motor still on here. Yes, it's still on there. He just disconnected it. But yeah, so this would have had a 1.8 turbocharged 4-cylinder General Motors engine. They call it the Brazilian 1.8 because that's where it was made. The previous owner had it custom painted blue. I believe it's a Toyota color, I believe is what he told me. Airbrushed lightning bolts in this nice silver stripe. Right now I got Fiero tires on it. It's a Fiero GT, and that's like a base model Fiero. Neat little planet airbrushed in it. Some rodents must have been trying to live in it at one point in the last 4 years. Custom made sub box, hacked up the carpet and everything, so never fit a spare tire in there, but ain't the end of the world. Racing seat put in it. I got all the cushions for the, if I recall what he told me was he used the cushions from the driver's seat to fix the passenger seat, and he put a racing seat in that side. These rear ones aren't bolted down. I bought this where this one doesn't say Buick on it. I kind of want it to say Buick. I want people to be confused because all the other external badgings are removed off the car. He did give them to me, so I have them. But hang on. All right. Not the biggest fan of this racing seat. It's not square. It's a little off-kiltered. Also, I think it sits a little high on the front end for my likings. I mean, he kind of built it for himself, so. Got the nice B&M T-shifter. He mounted that on the center console here. Well, let's see if we can get the camera to work. Oh. There we go. He said he put in some really good gauges, but they were SunPro gauges. And SunPro gauges aren't really good. So, I mean, that's the way they're supposed to go, but looks like he made this so it fits in like this. It's got to go the other way, though. I'm pretty sure. Nope, it won't go the other way. All right, never mind. Because it should probably be more like this. Because it seems to be facing too much of this direction. That must have been like a coin holder and a couple other niche items. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what goes where. I'm assuming radio. And then down here, because your heater controls are here. Ashtray, because on the thing it said fog lights and defrost, maybe? But that's a kind of interesting spot to put your heater controls right next to the driver. I like the gauge cluster on this one. With the round gauges. I looked at like the Chevy Cavaliers, the Oldsmobile Starfire, the Pontiac, I think it's J2000, and the Cadillac Cimarron? Citation? Something like that. Which actually was known to be a very horrible car for Cadillac, because supposedly it like hurt their sales a lot. People thought they were buying a real nice car, then they were buying a J body, and a J body is GM's cheapest platform. It's also their subcompact front wheel drive, so not exactly a great platform. But whatever. Front wheel drive, turboed, 4-speed manual. That's right. She's a 4-speed. Yeah. That kind of sucks. That's busted up on top. That really sucks. Or else I like this steering wheel a lot. It's very similar to like the Fiero GT steering wheels. And the Camaros. Parking brake. Oh, some of those stuff I got. Ooh, that looks like a nightmare. Fun. Not. So, oh, that's hood release. Parking brakes right there. Oh, just we're getting to the good part on this car. The real good part. Don't worry. I mean, proper 3 pedals as it should be, as though you didn't know by the manual transmission. I'm not going to show you the nose. It's kind of buried in my basement right now, wrapped up in blankets so it don't get scratched up. There is some damage on it. I believe the bottom passenger bottom of the bumper is busted. He was, loading it up onto a car dolly when it died on him. The last time this car was on the road, and and the thing is, if you're not careful with car dollies, they will catch your front bumpers and bust them up. That's what happened. So, fortunately, that's the story on that. It says 15,249 miles. That's not the original miles on the car. So the guy spent like thousands of dollars rebuilding the 1.8 liter in this car. And I'll have links to the playlist of this car, and in my previous videos you can kind of see me trying to diagnose the engine problems. But he spent a bunch of money rebuilding the car, or rebuilding the engine, repainted this car, did a whole bunch of work. And when he put the rebuilt engine in, he put a new odometer in it. So the rebuilt engine in this car had 15,249 miles. And it needs a rebuild again. So I had 2 machine shops look at it. The first one said they wouldn't be able to touch it until like fall, and that was not going to be good. The other one I took it to, it's sitting there now. But the first shop I took it to, they said whoever rebuilt or whoever did the machining work on that engine did a bad job. The guy was pointing out some things, like you could see where they tried balancing the rods. They were grinding down on the caps, and one of the 4 main caps wasn't even ground at all. Like, they quit halfway through the job. But the engine has excessive, or I don't want to say excessive wear, but wear on the sides of the cylinder walls and the pistons. Like, they ran dry, and the bearings were toast. Mains and rods. And to the point where the crankshaft in the original engine's junk. But and he shaved the door handles. And it's got poppers. It's just supposed to go boop and pops the door. It don't work. I couldn't get it to work. So that's definitely going to be something that I got to figure out when this thing gets back together here. Or else I'm going to have to leave my window down wherever I go, and that's not acceptable. But back to kind of the story of it died on him, right? It wasn't from the main bearings being toast or the rod bearings, though that might have a factor in it. It's actually the cylinder head here. So when you pull this engine out, the way they got this is goofy. You basically got to pull the camshaft out. So when you pull the head bolts out, the camshaft comes off. And right now I got them bolted on. The camshaft comes out. Well, even though it's overhead cam, it still has lifters. So there's the valve. There's the lifter. Valve, lifter. Valve, lifter, valve, lifter. So, actually, I think it's this cylinder right here. What ended up happening, I didn't even know this was like a thing. Let's actually see if it's doing it. Maybe from sitting the last 4 years, it might have fixed itself. But looks like it did, because it was this cylinder had zero compression when I got the car. I got a new head gasket, so I don't care. But so this one was, both valves were stuck open. Now I don't know if that's actually what killed the car, but or even from him not running it for so long, that could have been an issue. And where are they here? Right here. Apparently, the 1.8s were notorious for this. Talked to a guy who used to work at GM in the 80s. And these, here are hydraulic lifters, right? These would actually get like stuck somehow overfilled or something like that and would hold the valves open. I don't know how that's, like looking at this, I don't know how that's possible. But supposedly it was an issue with these cars and it would cause, well, misfires because you had a cylinder with no compression. And that's what was going on with cylinder number 2. Which is probably why it's in the position that it's in. Because I probably rotated it like that so this was closed and at the time it was open. But that's why when I had the car, it had a misfire. So I got all new lifters. So let's go look at the conversation piece. I also got a new timing belt right here. So I was a little sketchy about this one. Oil pump, oil pan. Came with 2 ignition control modules. Plugs, distributor caps in there, some extra this stuff. Some of the piping he was going to use for the intercooler. Come on, it's the turbo. Look at it. It's turbo time. Manifold. Those are the original head bolts. I'm looking here. I should have a box of head bolts. I better find those. What else? Here's some brackets, the starter, valve cover. It's a neat looking engine. I mean, put this thing together here and it's like, it's pretty cool looking. I mean, throttle body. Here's the tool for installing the timing belt. So it goes on something like this, and then you got another tool here, right here, and you actually use the water pump, since it's off-centric, to turn it to adjust the tension of the timing belt. Fancy. Here's the original caps. Every one of them's busted. Kind of sucks. Some ignition coil, some parts, a bunch of extra parts, hopefully. He's got a little tuner pipe here. So got a brand new exhaust system, like halfway down the car. It's all brand new. Brand new muffler. It's all like 2¼ inch pipe though. So all that's kind of Power steering pump. So now I got to have the job of like trying to remember how to put this car back together, which kind of sucks. I believe right here should be all the badging. So, Skyhawk, Buick, Skyhawk, T-type. So I'm assuming these must go on the deck lid. That probably goes on the fenders. somewhere. I mean, I'm not going to put them on, but Skyhawk. Assuming that's where they go. But yeah, let's take a look at the conversation piece. Right there. That's the conversation piece. Normally it's covered up, but I'm trying to explain this hood to people and no one gets it, and I don't blame them. It's hard to explain. A planet with a fist made out of lightning reaching through space. Like, how do you explain that? It's the best way I can explain it. But yeah, definitely different. This is the front of the car. This would be the back of the car. So if you're looking at the front of the car, you'd see it like this. But definitely interesting. Yeah, and then behind it, it's the hood for my 73 Riv, the custom green paint. My 2 3rd-gen Camaro hoods for this car. One's the factory Z28 hood. The other one's got a fiberglassed-in cowl. And this car's got no engine in it, so yeah, this is hopefully going to be my winter project. These are the factory T-type wheels right here. And those T center caps, which are pretty cool looking rims. But he put these ones on there, which I think are cooler yet. But they had the same bolt pattern as a Pontiac Fiero. So I also have Fiero GT wheels that would fit. Those are off of a Dodge Daytona. Those would fit. Now I'm looking at it, they got the same general tooth. That's weird. I just noticed that. I think that's all I got for rims and tires that would fit. That aren't currently like half on the car. But yeah. That's the 86 Skyhawk. And here's a supercharged 3.8 Fiero that I got to finish yet too. Engine's in there. Mounts are in. Now it's just a wiring harness and running the fuel lines and a lot of little things. But yeah, that's going to be a pretty sweet car. I'm hoping to have her on the road here within the next 3 months. Goal is there's a car show down the road from my house. I'm hoping to have it there. There's actually 2 of them. One's literally a couple 100 feet, and the other one's going to be like a couple miles. So those are the 2 car shows I'm hoping to get this car to, because I think it'd be pretty fun. So that's the goal with this car. Oh yeah.